Hey everyone, and welcome back to the deep dive.
Yeah.
Today we are going to be tackling Kakao.
Kakao.
Yeah, Kakao. You know, the South Korean tech company.
Oh, yeah.
Behind Kakao Talk and a bunch of other stuff.
Right, yeah.
We got like 50 descriptions
Yeah.
of different talks from their recent AI conference.
Wow. That's a lot.
It's a lot to get through, yeah.
So this is going to be a very, very fast deep dive.
Yeah, buckle up.
But the interesting thing that I noticed just from skimming the descriptions you sent me is that it's not just like, oh, here's some AI features we added.
Right.
This is like they're trying to become like an AI native company.
Yeah, they use that term.
Do they really?
AI native company.
Oh, wow. Okay, so they're
all in.
Yeah, they're going all in on this. So what kind of stuff are we talking about here? I mean,
Pretty much everything.
yeah.
Like every aspect of their business.
I saw AI agents for like managing your workday.
Yeah.
AI algorithms for optimizing ad delivery,
Huh.
chatbots for helping you pick out wine.
Yes.
I even saw them for summarizing webtoons. It's wild. Like, there really is no area
Wow.
where they aren't trying to apply AI.
So it's not just like a tech company that's dabbling in AI.
Yeah.
This is like AI is the core of what they do.
It seems to be. Yeah, like it's really baked into everything.
Where do we even begin with this? I mean,
Well, one presentation that caught my eye was about the context-aware AI mate, and it was by Catherine Lee.
context-aware AI mate. That sounds...
It sounds very futuristic.
Yeah.
And it really is like the next evolution of where AI is going.
Okay.
So imagine an AI that remembers your preferences,
Okay.
remembers your past interactions,
Mhm.
and understands the specific situation you're in.
So it's not just like, what's the weather?
Right.
It's like, based on the fact that I have a meeting across town and it's raining, do I need an umbrella and should I leave right now?
Yeah, exactly. Like, it can look at your calendar, it can look at traffic patterns, it can look at the weather, and it can give you advice or take actions
Wow.
based on all of that.
That is really cool.
Yeah. It's pretty amazing, and it could totally change how we work and manage our lives.
That's incredible. But it also makes you wonder, like, are we becoming too reliant on these things?
Sure.
What happens if the AI makes a mistake or like misunderstands the context?
Yeah, that's a great point. It's like any powerful technology.
Yeah,
You have to think about the potential downsides as well.
totally. Okay, so context-aware AI, that's one big trend. What else is Kakao working on?
Well, another big area of focus is security and trust.
Uh-huh.
So we saw a bunch of presentations on how they're using AI to combat things like spam, fraudulent transactions, all the bad stuff online.
Right, the never-ending battle.
Exactly.
So how's AI changing the game there?
Well, one interesting presentation was by John Brown and Isaac Kang. They were talking about using graph analysis
Okay.
to identify groups of malicious users in online advertising.
Oh, so it's like a digital neighborhood watch.
It is. It's like they can see the connections between all these different accounts, and if they see a pattern of suspicious behavior, then they can flag it and take action.
That's really cool because, I mean, online ads are,
It can be scary.
you never know what you're going to get,
Right, and it's only getting more sophisticated.
right?
People who are trying to do bad things.
Yeah.
They're upping their game, too, so the defenses have to get better.
So it's like an arms race.
Yeah, it really is.
Wow. And then there was also a presentation by Daehan and Yun Lee, and they were talking about using LLMs.
Those large language models everybody's talking about.
Yes, to detect phishing messages.
Yeah, which is a huge problem.
Yeah,
And it's so easy to fall for these things.
totally.
Because they look so real.
Yeah.
So they're using these LLMs to analyze the text of these messages and look for patterns that indicate they might be fake.
That's super helpful.
And then they can warn people
Yeah.
before they click on a dangerous link or give away their personal information.
So AI is like our bodyguard online now.
In a way, yeah, it's working behind the scenes to protect us.
It's pretty amazing. Although, I guess the flip side is that the same technology could be used to track our behavior in a lot of detail.
That's true. It's a double-edged sword.
Right.
The same technology that can protect us can also be used for things that might feel invasive.
Totally. Okay, let's shift gears a little bit and talk about the more technical side.
Okay.
Like, how are they actually building and running all these AI systems?
Right, because it's one thing to have the idea,
Yeah,
but it's another thing to actually make it work,
totally.
especially at the scale that Kakao is operating.
Yeah, so what did we learn about that?
Or one interesting presentation was by Umid Poto, who talked about the challenges of LLM inference.
Okay, now I'm going to need a little help here. What is LLM inference?
So basically, it's how you get these massive language models
Okay.
to respond quickly enough for real-time applications.
Got it.
Because imagine asking your AI assistant a question
Uh-huh.
and having to wait hours for a response.
Yeah, that would not be very helpful.
Not very useful. So LLM inference is all about optimizing that process. Okay.
So that you get those snappy responses.
Right. So it's not just about making the AI smart. It's about making it actually usable.
Exactly. It has to be practical.
Right.
And then there was Dennis Hong's presentation on the kakaoAI platform,
Okay.
which sounds like it's this central hub
Uh-huh.
for all their AI development and deployment.
So it's like their one-stop shop for all things AI.
Exactly. And it seems like they're trying to really streamline the process
Okay.
and make AI more accessible across the different teams within Kakao.
And this kind of goes back to that idea of being an AI native company.
Right. It's like they're building the infrastructure
Yeah.
to support that vision.
Yeah, it's like they're saying AI is not just something we do, it's how we do everything.
Exactly.
This is fascinating.
Yeah, it's really cool.
So we've got context-aware AI, we've got security applications, we've got behind-the-scenes infrastructure. What else is on the menu?
Well, one thing that really stood out to me was the sheer ambition of building their own LLMs.
Wait, they're building their own LLM?
Yeah, from scratch. That's a huge undertaking.
It is. And there was a presentation by Matt Mull and CloudOff,
Okay.
and they were talking about all the challenges involved.
Yeah.
You need massive data sets, you need tons of computing power,
Yeah.
and you need a lot of expertise.
Wow.
So it's a big deal.
And then there was Andrew Katine. He gave a talk about serving LLMs faster and cost effectively.
Right. Because even if you can build it,
Yeah.
you have to be able to run it
Right.
in a way that makes sense.
In a way that people can actually use it.
Exactly.
Wow. Okay. So we've got context-aware AI security applications behind the scenes, infrastructure, custom-built LLMs.
Yeah, and that's just the tip of the iceberg.
What else do they have?
We haven't even gotten to multimodal AI yet.
Oh, right. The AI that understands both text and images.
Exactly. And one really cool application of that is personalized avatars.
Ooh, I remember seeing that.
Yeah, Ted Scheel gave a presentation on that.
Yeah.
And they're building a model that lets you create unique profile pictures just by typing in a description.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it's like having your own personal AI artist.
Yeah, but I'm guessing it's not all fun and games.
Of course not.
Are there some more serious applications of this technology?
Yeah, absolutely. So Brown Sung from Kakao Healthcare gave a presentation on using generative AI for something called named entity recognition.
Okay. I'm going to need you to break that down for me.
Yeah, so named entity recognition, or NER, is basically about identifying and classifying important information in text.
Okay.
So in the context of healthcare, you might have a patient's medical records, which are full of all this complex medical jargon.
Right.
NER can help to automatically extract key information like diagnoses, medications, symptoms, and that can save doctors a lot of time and potentially even improve patient care.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's a really powerful application of AI.
So they're really thinking about how to use this technology for good.
They are, and they're also applying it to some more playful things like the new mini emoticons in Kakao Talk.
Well, even emojis are getting the AI treatment.
Even emojis.
Yeah. Oh, okay, tell me more about that.
So Dante One and Dale Ban gave a talk on this.
Okay.
And they're using AI techniques like span for rendering.
Span for rendering.
Yeah, it's a bit technical.
I'm going to need an explanation.
But essentially, span helps create smoother and more visually appealing animations.
Okay.
Especially for small graphics like emojis.
So it's like AI is making our emojis even more expressive.
Exactly. It's all about enhancing the user experience.
Wow, okay. So we've covered a lot of ground already.
We have.
From the big picture of Kakao's AI strategy to the nitty-gritty of like LLM inference and span for rendering.
It's a lot to take in.
My brain is officially full.
I hear you.
But I'm also really intrigued to see what else they're working on.
Well, good news. We've only just begun.
Oh.
In part 2, we're going to dive deeper into how Kakao is using AI to tackle challenges in advertising mobile and even their own evolution as a company.
Ooh, okay. I am definitely coming back for that.
I'll see you there. Welcome back to our deep dive into all things Kakao AI.
It's like we're on this whirlwind tour of the future of AI.
Yeah, it's amazing to see how much they're doing with it.
In part 1, we kind of set the stage like this big picture of them becoming an AI native company.
Yeah.
But now I want to get into the specifics.
Yeah, let's dig into some of the real-world applications.
Okay, so one thing we touched on was advertising.
Right. With a platform as big as Kakao, they must have a ton of ads to manage.
Yeah, and keeping those ads relevant and engaging for users, but also safe.
It's a huge challenge.
Yeah. So what are they doing there?
Well, there was a presentation by Herschel Alway and Zoe Foley on how Kakao is using AI to filter out all the bad stuff.
Okay, so like spam and scams.
Exactly. All those things that can ruin the user experience.
Yeah. So how does AI help with that?
They're using a combination of different LLMs.
The large language model.
Yep, to analyze the content of ads and flag anything suspicious.
So it's like an AI detective.
Yeah, always on the lookout for bad actors.
That's pretty cool. And it's probably way more efficient than having humans try to do it all manually.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. But it's not like AI is taking over completely.
Okay.
They're actually using AI to assist human moderators.
Oh, so it's a partnership.
Yeah, they're giving the moderators more context and information so they can make better judgments.
It's like a human AI tag team.
Exactly. The best of both worlds.
That makes a lot of sense.
Okay.
So advertising, that's one area. What about their mobile offerings?
Right, mobile is a huge part of Kakao's ecosystem.
I mean, Kakao Talk is their flagship app.
Exactly, and they're putting a lot of effort into mobile AI.
Which reminds me, I'm still kind of blown away that they're using AI for emojis.
I know it sounds crazy, but it shows how pervasive AI is becoming.
Yeah, it's in everything.
Dante One and Dale Band gave a really interesting presentation on this.
Yeah, what were some of the highlights?
Well, they talked about using AI for things like rendering and managing those mini emoticons.
Okay, and one of the things they mentioned was spam for rendering.
Right, span is a technique that helps create smoother and more visually appealing animations.
Uh-huh, so it's like behind-the-scenes magic.
Yeah, it's not something you would necessarily notice, but it makes the user experience that much better.
Okay, so they're using AI for advertising, they're using it for mobile, and they're also trying to become this AI native company.
Yeah, that was Robin Huang's big presentation.
But what does that actually look like in practice?
Well, they talked a lot about breaking down silos between teams and systems.
Okay, so like making the whole company more integrated.
Exactly, and using data and AI to drive decision-making.
So give me an example. How would this work for, say, a product manager at Kakao?
So imagine this product manager is trying to gather feedback on a new feature.
Okay.
In the past, they might have had to dig through all these different systems manually.
Yeah, email surveys, usage data.
It could take forever.
Totally.
But now they can use an AI assistant
Oh, wow.
to pull all that data together, analyze it, and give them actionable insights in minutes.
That's amazing. It's like having an AI research team at your fingertips.
Exactly. And that's what they're trying to build with their knowledge base concept.
The knowledge base, what is that?
It's basically a central hub for all the company's knowledge, powered by AI.
So it's like a giant AI brain.
Pretty much. And it's not just text documents, it's code designs, customer interactions, market trends, everything.
And it's all constantly being updated and analyzed.
Yeah, it's a living, breathing AI ecosystem.
That's incredible. It's like they're taking all this data and turning it into something truly valuable.
Exactly. And this isn't just a Kakao thing. Other companies are experimenting with this AI-driven approach as well.
It's becoming a trend?
Definitely, as AI gets more powerful, it's changing how organizations operate at a fundamental level.
Yeah, it's like reshaping the very fabric of how we work.
And of course, with any powerful technology, we need to think about the ethical implications.
Right. We can't just blindly embrace this stuff.
Exactly. We need to be mindful of the potential downsides and make sure AI is being used responsibly.
Totally. Okay, so we've talked about advertising mobile and the AI native company concept.
Mm-hmm.
What else is on the agenda?
Well, next up, we're going to explore some of the more fun and futuristic applications of AI.
Oh, fun. You had me at fun.
We'll be talking about things like AI-powered wine recommendations and AI-generated webtoon summaries.
Okay, now you're really talking my language.
It's going to be a fascinating glimpse into how AI is changing how we live and experience the world.
I can't wait. Let's take a break and come back for part 3. And we are back for the grand finale of our kakaoAI extravaganza.
Part 3, the culmination of all things AI.
We've covered the practical stuff, the strategic stuff, and now it's time for the fun stuff.
The mind-blowing AI that makes you wonder, is this real life?
Exactly. So what have you got for me?
Remember those multimodal AI systems we talked about?
The ones that can understand both text and images?
Right. Well, one presentation that blew me away was by Edwin.ai.
Okay.
They were talking about their research for CVPR 2024, which is like the Super Bowl of computer vision conferences.
Oh, wow.
And they're pushing the boundaries of what these multimodal LLMs can do.
Okay, give me an example. Like, how is this different from just a regular LLM?
So instead of just processing words, these AI models can actually grasp the meaning of images too.
Whoa.
So you could show it a picture of a bird and say, what kind of bird is this? Or you could show it a picture of your fridge and say, find me a recipe that uses these ingredients.
That's insane.
Yeah, it's like having a visual encyclopedia combined with a personal chef.
And it all happens instantly.
Well, that's the goal.
Wow. Okay, so we've got AI chefs. What else?
Well, imagine searching the web, but instead of typing in keywords, you show the AI a picture, a video clip, or even a sketch, and it finds what you're looking for.
Oh, wow. That would change everything.
Right. No more struggling to find the right words. Just show it what you mean.
It's like mind reading, but with AI.
Pretty much. And these advancements are happening right now.
It's incredible. So Kakao is really betting big on this multimodal AI stuff.
It seems like they see it as a key part of the future.
All right, so we've got AI assistants, we've got avatar generators, image-powered search. What other AI magic did they have up their sleeves?
Well, one presentation that caught my eye was about Helix Shorts.
Helix Shorts?
Yeah, it's a project by Felix.s that uses AI to summarize webtoon episodes.
Wait, hold on. AI for summarizing webtoons?
Yeah.
I'm a huge webtoon fan, and I know how time-consuming it can be to catch up on all the episodes.
Exactly, and that's the problem they're trying to solve.
Okay, so tell me more. How does this work?
So Helix Shorts analyzes the text and visuals in each episode, and it creates a concise summary that captures the main points of the story.
So instead of spending hours reading, I could get the gist of an episode in like 5 minutes.
Exactly. You could catch up on your favorite webtoons during your lunch break.
That's amazing. And you know what I just thought of?
What's that?
What about people with visual impairments who might have difficulty accessing webtoons?
That's a great point.
This could be a game changer for them.
Absolutely. AI-generated audio summaries could make webtoons accessible to a whole new audience.
Wow, that's really cool. Okay, so we've got AI chefs, AI webtoon summarizers. What else is there?
Yeah, how about an AI sommelier?
An AI that helps me pick out wine. Sign me up.
That's exactly what Ethan.k, Daniel.park930, and Summer.lee816 presented on.
Okay.
Their project is called Gift Wine Exploration.
I love it.
And it's basically an LLM-powered chatbot that guides you through the wine selection process.
So I tell it what kind of wine I like my budget the occasion.
Exactly, and it gives you personalized recommendations.
That is so helpful because I am always lost in the wine aisle.
I know it can be overwhelming.
But how does the chatbot know so much about wine?
That's where a technique called RAG comes in.
RAG.
Yeah, it stands for Retrieval Augmented Generation.
Okay, not following.
And it basically allows the chatbot to access this massive external database of wine knowledge.
So it's not just like spitting out canned responses.
No, it's actually doing research in real time.
Wow, that's really impressive.
Yeah, RAG is a really powerful technique for making these chatbots super knowledgeable.
This has been an amazing deep dive.
I know, right? Kakao is doing some truly incredible things with AI.
From fighting spam, to summarizing webtoons, to helping us pick out the perfect bottle of wine, they're really pushing the boundaries.
And it's just a glimpse of what's to come.
Exactly. AI is changing the world around us in ways we're only just beginning to understand.
And it's up to all of us to stay informed and engaged.
Absolutely, because the future of AI is not something that's happening to us. It's something we're all creating together.
Well said.
That is all the time we have for today, but this conversation is far from over.
Definitely.
So keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep pushing the boundaries of what's possible with AI.
And if you ever stumble upon a mountain of information that you need help making sense of,
you know where to find us.
We're always up for a good deep dive.
Until next time, stay curious and keep on learning.